If you think you are an average looking guy and you want to pull beautiful women, and ooh, this video is for you, because that's exactly what I'm going to get into in this video, is specifically all the things that you can do to pull beautiful women. And no, it's not your looks, right? There's a list of things, and I made a whole bunch of notes on this one. And why I decided to do this video is because many times I'm at either nightclubs or restaurant bars and I see average dudes with absolutely beautiful women, and I know exactly how they got them. All right, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kane. I'm the Silver Bachelor. This channel is 100% dedicated to dating advice for older guys. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification button because I'm dropping videos every week. But first, I created an ebook and an audiobook. They're both free. Audiobook is narrated by me, and that is how to get better at dating younger women. You can go check out the link in my description and grab a copy of either one of those if you like. Also offer one-on-one coaching. And specifically, I wanted to find out from you guys in the comments what you think about me hosting an hour or 90-minute Q&A session every single week. I'm thinking Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Let me know what you think about that, and B, what you think about the date and time. All right, let's get into this video. So I don't want to keep you guys hanging around for the whole video unless you want to. There are factors for an average guy to get a beautiful woman, okay? You cannot change your looks, and that's why I said that in the title, that it's not your looks. There's other things you can change and be better at, but the number one thing that attracts beautiful women to an average guy is your body. Yep. Just putting it out there. There's other factors I'm going to talk about, but number one is your body. I am sorry, but if you guys are overweight, like very overweight, and calling a spade, if you're fat, good fucking luck. You're toast. Toast. You could have all these other factors that I'm going to talk about. You walk up to a woman in a restaurant or nightclub, bar, party, doesn't matter. She takes one look at you, and if she sexual attraction is within seconds, maybe even less, and she looks at you and she sees that your body is terrible, you're out. She's only going to get with you because of maybe some of these other reasons, but she's ultimately not ever going to be sexually attracted to you. Just calling a spade a spade. The way she's going to be sexually attracted to you instantly, okay? And I get this, is she sees your body and she's like, oh shit, he's hot, okay? Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter if you're average looking. If you are in shape, you don't have to be jacked, okay? There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are like, oh, you gotta be jacked, you gotta be jacked. I'm not jacked, okay? I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not jacked. You don't need to be jacked. And I pull beautiful women all the time, okay? But like I said, it's instantaneous. She looks at you, and every woman wants to be with a guy who's fit, who looks good physically. All those other things come afterwards. But the first thing she sees is what you look like physically, your body, okay? Not your face. You can't change your face. I mean, there's some things you could do to make your face look more attractive, but at the end of the day, looks is just genetics, okay? I'm talking about your body. So guys, get back to the gym. If you are single, there's no damn excuse. You can reinvent yourself within a year, maybe even sooner. You can go from 50%, BMI, right, to like 30%, or body fat. You can go from like 50% body fat to like fucking 20% in like 6-9 months. Okay. You don't need to be sub 20%. You can still look really good at 20% body fat. All right. Maybe even 25, depending on your shape and size and all this stuff. But your body, man, your body is the number one thing she's going to see. And that's how you're going to pull beautiful women. And I say beautiful women, minimum 7s. Okay. Between 7s and 9s, they want to be with a guy that looks good. Okay. Their body. All right. The other factors that you need to have in order to pull beautiful women are these. All right. And no particular order, charisma is number one. Okay. Or in addition, one of the other factors is charisma. Charisma equals confidence. If you can go up to a woman complete cold in a social situation and go right up to her, or a grocery store, doesn't matter, right away. She's like, oh, damn, this guy has confidence. Okay. Now, when I say charisma, this is a great segue into another factor, and that other factor is humor. Man, one of the fastest ways you can get women to start to like you is by making them laugh. Okay. I've mentioned this guy so many times. I should do a podcast with this guy or whatever. He probably won't bother, but who knows? Russell Brand, that guy is fucking hilarious. British humor, and he teases the women all the time, and it's kind of sexual teasing. So humor, you make them laugh, and that they are going to start to become very attractive to you. Most men are too nervous to start being funny with women, especially in a sexual innuendo standpoint, right? So, like for example, let's say a woman's got a selfie stick. She's beautiful. You start talking to her, but there's no camera on it. And then you see the selfie stick and you say, oh, that selfie stick is very anatomically correct. Stuff like that. Okay. I know that's not the best example, but it's the only thing I'm coming up with. I don't have these in my notes, but if you if you could play around with it, or wow, the way you chew your gum is turning me on. It's just stupid. Doesn't matter. Just make her laugh. And so humor is another big thing. Okay. Another factor is your grooming. Obviously, this is, I mean, when I say grooming, you've like look at my beard, all right? You have a groomed beard, your face is groomed, or your eyebrows, you trim your nose hairs, your ear hairs. You don't have long fingernails. I hate that. I say, and women can't stand it. Men with long fingernails, that's gross. It's weird. So your grooming is another factor. She's seeing all this. Women take very, very good care of themselves, okay? Talking about taking care of yourselves is fragrance. Ooh, now that is a thing that women are going to notice on you if you smell good. And don't just leave it to chance. You might think, oh, I love this fragrance. Go to a place like Sephora and spray some examples on yourself in different spots. Remember where you sprayed it. And then eventually go back in about an hour, 'cause it takes about an hour for your skin to adapt to the fragrance or whatever, and ask the cute female workers there and say, hey, look, I sprayed some samples on me. I've got a date coming up next week. Which one smells the best on my skin? And they're going to tell you. And if you get the same opinion from 3 different women in the place, then go with that one. Okay, so that's fragrance. And I just got 2 more I want to share with you guys. Style. Obviously, duh. If you look like a fucking grandpa or you look like a dad, she's not going to be very attracted to you. So you need to work on your style. There's a lot. I'm not going to go on about this in the video here, but there's lots of videos on YouTube. You can check out style tips for older guys and all this stuff. Okay, so style is another thing. Another factor is, of course, your money. Now, when I say money, I'm talking about she says, oh, you want to pick me up? And you pick her up in a nice car. Ooh, she's going to notice that. Or she comes back to your house. She's going to notice that. House or apartment. All right. I don't live in a house. I live in a pretty swanky building. It's like almost very hotel-esque, this building I live in. And if you want to see my building, by the way, I did post a video on my luxury apartment tour that you can check out. So she's noticing that. If you've got a watch, a banger watch, okay, she's noticing that. Women don't really know how much watches cost, but in terms of money, she's going to see that. I remember one time this Uber driver, just a quick story, picked me up, and I was at the train station, and I waved like this. I get into the Uber, and it was a gay man. And so we start talking about dating, and he says, well, I can tell you're a professional and you make a good income. Dude, I was only wearing a dress shirt and jeans and sneakers. That's all I was wearing. But the way I had it put together, he saw that. So women notice the same thing. All right. Hope you like this video, but let me know how let's say you consider yourself an older guy. How do you pull beautiful women? Because I have a lot of people commenting on my channel, my videos, and they read the comments. And so it's very helpful for the other viewers as well. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.